Former RBI Governor Shaktikanta Das has now been assigned a new responsibility, and that is being the Principal Secretary to the PMO. That is, within the Prime Minister's office, Shaktikanta Das will now be the Principal Secretary to the Prime Minister of India. Hello and welcome to the In News series section of Drishti IAS. I'm Aisha, and in today's episode we will be talking about the new Principal Secretary to Prime Minister of India. So let us first look at the timeline of the video. First, we will be looking at the news, then about Shaktikanta Das, then what are the responsibilities of a principal secretary, then about the PMO, that is the Prime Minister's office, and in the end, a prelims MCQ. Topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 2, that is polity segment, because the PMO, that is the Prime Minister's office, becomes important. So the news talks about Shaktikanta Das appointed new principal secretary. What does the post entail? So the principal secretary, so the post of principal secretary comes under the PMO. PMO stands for the Prime Minister's office. So it is basically a office which assists the PM, that is the Prime Minister, in taking the decisions. As we move forward, Drishti IAS Mukherjee Nagar classes has now been shifted to Noida, and the admissions are open for the GS Foundation course covering both prelims and mains. So for both English medium and Hindi medium, the admissions are open for the offline classes. For any query, give us a call at 87501 and you can also download the Drishti Learning app. So the news talks about that the former RBI governor, so before the recent RBI governor Sanjeev Malhotra has taken the oath. Before Sanjeev Malhotra, the RBI governor was Shaktikanta Das. So the former RBI Governor Shaktikanta Das has been appointed the Principal Secretary to the Prime Minister on February 22nd, and he has become the only bureaucrat in the history who would be holding the post with the experience of working in both the monetary policy and the fiscal policy. So monetary policy is prepared by the Central Bank of India, and that is the RBI, while the fiscal policy is led out by the Government of India. So the monetary policy talks basically about that how the monetary or how the money which comes in and also which goes out, how it is going to work. And fiscal policy basically works with regards to that how the government is viewing the economic scenario, and whatever loans that will be taken by the government, how will that work. Then he has also become only the second RBI governor to have a 6-year tenure, and the first one was Bimal Jalan in 1997 to 2003. So the second RBI governor to serve a 6-year term, and the only governor to work in both the monetary policy and also in the fiscal policy scenario. Now about Shaktikanta Das. So he was an IAS, that is an Indian Administrative Service Officer, in the year 1980, and he was from the Tamil Nadu cadre, and his graduation was from the St. Stephen's College and the subject was history. Then he has, after clearing the IAS and after being selected as the IAS, he has served at various posts, and few of them being like the Fertilizer Secretary in the year 2014, then Revenue Secretary in the Ministry of Finance, then he was also the Economic Affairs Secretary in the year 2015, then he was also the member of the 15th Finance Commission, then he was chosen as the RBI Governor from 2018 to 2024, so this becomes a 6-year tenure. Then he has also represented India in international forums like the IMF, that is the International Monetary Fund, G20, BRICS, SAARC, etc. And apart from this, he has also worked as India's alternate governor in international organizations like the World Bank, Asian Development Bank, New Development Bank, and the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. And now the term alternate governor. Now alternate governor also has a term of around 5 years, and if the governor at that point of time will not work or in any scenario is not able to work, then in that case the alternate governor takes the charge. So he has been the alternate governor. Then during his tenure as the RBI governor, he mainly focused on the on making the UPI, that is the Unified Payment Interface, and the RuPay card at the global level. So he wanted to make the UPI and the RuPay card of India global, and the RBI at that point of time when he was the governor also worked in this regard of making the UPI famous all over the world. And there are many other countries like Dubai and also you can say Nepal and many other countries where the UPI and the RuPay card also works. Then about the post of the principal secretary. So what is the role of a principal secretary? So principal secretary, you can say, is the administrative head of the Prime Minister's office. So Prime Minister's office, so the name itself is saying that this is an office which works for the Prime Minister of India. So the administrative head, it means all the administration is looked after by the principal secretary of the Prime Minister's office. Then it is considered the most important aide to the Prime Minister and also very close to the Prime Minister. Then currently Pramod Kumar Mishra, who is also a retired IAS of the 1972 batch, is the principal secretary. So Shaktikanta Das will be principal secretary too. So already one principal secretary is there, and that is the Pramod Kumar Mishra. So Shaktikanta Das will be principal secretary too. Then what is the role of a principal secretary, or what are the functions a principal secretary performs? So that is preparing notes on matters to be discussed between the prime ministers and the foreign dignitaries. So basically, if the prime minister is meeting any foreign dignitaries, so what are the talks which they are having, or what are the points that they have discussed? So preparing those notes. Then ensuring coordination among various ministries. Now imagine this is PM, and now there are different ministries, and all the ministries needs to talk to the prime minister or needs to work in coordination with the prime minister. So who is that person who will coordinate with all these ministries? So it is the principal secretary. So it is basically the principal secretary who controls or who coordinates with all these different departments, and then he maintains these departments coordination with the prime minister. Then ensures coordination among various ministries and departments, and then sharing important orders before the PM and so on. So the orders which comes out, how those orders will be presented in front of the prime minister, these are few of the responsibilities of the principal secretary. All you need to remember is that this post comes under PMO, that is the prime minister's office, and secondly, principal secretary is the administrative head of the PMO. And about the role of the PMO, principal secretary. Now about the prime minister's office, that is PMO. So in brief, let us discuss about the PMO. So PMO is the prime minister's office, and it basically provides the secretarial assistance and advice to the prime minister. So all the assistance which needs to be given in the proper working of the office of the prime minister, this is the work of the prime minister's office. So secretarial assistance, whatever needs to be provided to the PM in the proper functioning of the prime minister's office. Then prime minister's office enjoy the status of a department of the government of India under the allocation of business rules 1961. So be very, very clear that the prime minister office is given under the allocation of business rules 1961. One of the most important points that you need to remember, that prime minister's office is not mentioned in the constitution. It has no attached or subordinate office under it. So attached and subordinate offices are not present under it. Then PMO came into existence in the year 1947 by replacing the secretary of the Governor General. Now 1947 means that after India got its independence and the Prime Minister of India was elected, then the Prime Minister of India needed assistance that how the office of the Prime Minister will work. So in that case, an organization, or you can say an idea came up that our office needs to be there which will assist the Prime Minister in the functioning of the Prime Minister's office. Then till the year 1977, it was called the Prime Minister's Secretariat. So it was not called the Prime Minister's office, it was called the Prime Minister's Secretariat. And then about the composition of the PMO. So PMO is basically politically headed by the Prime Minister and administratively it is headed by the Principal Secretary. So if this is PMO, then there is a political head and there is an administrative head. Administrative head is the Principal Secretary and the political head is the Prime Minister. Now about the persons who are involved under the PMOs, and then that is Principal Secretary, then there are different additional secretaries, then there are joint secretaries, there are directors, then there are deputy secretaries, and then there are under secretaries. So different types of secretaries and different types of directors are there. Then what are the functions of the PMO? So the functions of the PMO is assisting the PM in overall responsibilities. So basically how the overall functioning of the PM's office will take place. Then maintaining liaison with president, governors and foreign representatives. It means maintaining the cooperation between the Prime Minister and the other dignitaries. So this was about the Shaktikanta Das, the new Principal Secretary, about the Prime Minister's office and also about the Principal Secretary's post. And in the end, a prelims MCQ, and like always, you people will give me the answer in the comment section. So the question is, the PMO enjoys the status of a Department of Government of India under the Allocation of Business Rules 1961, Representation of People's Act 1951, Lok Sabha Rules of Procedure, and then Constitution of India. We have discussed this in the video, so give me the answer in the comment section. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing, and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.